So one of the things I like about my F250 is that it has 6 full-size cup holders.
The second thing I like is the power. 7.9 seconds 0 to 60. Couldn't do a 0 to 60 pull here because that cop that passed by. So sorry about that. It's amazing what these trucks can do for a 8,000 pound truck and a towing capacity of about 14,000 pounds or more depending on your configuration. These trucks are pretty impressive for the power that they have. The third thing I like about this truck is the off-road capabilities for what it is. It's amazing. These older vehicles, how they still had the front and rear lockers, and they really do help to get you to places. Once you activate both of them, they can get you where most cars can't. Alright, the fourth thing I like is the bed size. Even though this is a short bed, it still has a 6 3/4 bed length. So it's plenty of space to carry around things when you're going to the island or the beach or just taking it on a camping trip. Even if you're pulling an RV trailer, you can put a bed cover. Plenty of space to carry our things around. And the fifth and last thing that I enjoy about this truck is even though it's a 2011, which I purchased because it's a lot cheaper and I can't afford a new King Ranch, these older ones still have a beautiful interior. For what they are, for 2011 to 2016, they pretty much kept the same interior. The center console where the radio is, it changed a little bit, but for the most part, they're pretty similar. And I think it's just a beautiful truck overall. It's a steel body, and the conditions on some of these trucks, you can still find them in pretty good shape, as mine is when I found it. So that's one of the last thing that I like about my truck is just how well taken care of it is, and I wouldn't have bought it if it wouldn't have been in this condition. Alright, if you're still watching, let me know in the comments. I'll throw in an extra one that I like about this vehicle, and it's the height. I sit at 31 inches from the ground to before I can get any water in my interior. And one of the reasons why that's important to me is even though we haven't had any floods recently here in Texas, we're usually prone to hurricanes. That's one of the things that we have to deal with. So we will have some high flooded areas sometimes. Not as bad as Houston. I know Houston has the worst, but that's definitely helps to have a vehicle this height that can get you around in case of an emergency. And we've had to do it in the past. I had the F250 that I posted in my channel. It was one time where we had to rescue some friends from their home. Their street got really flooded, so it was nice to be able to lend a hand when we could. And that's something that I do like about this truck, that it sits so high, and that in reality is just for the how heavy it is and the height, it just doesn't feel like a heavy truck